Hey guys, Joanna here from SYBA. Before I actually move into my topic of presentation, I want to give you all some definitions to remember while going through this video and a little brief referential information. You all must be quite informed about the term economics, which in its most simple and concise definition means the study of how society uses its limited resources. Economics is a social science that deals with the production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services. Economics focuses heavily on the four factors of production, which are land, labor, capital, and enterprise. These four ingredients are what make up an economic activity in our world today and can be studied individually. The topic of this video lies on this subject in reference to globalization and focuses on the subtopics of finance and trading. Now, moving on to what is called world system. Though we can easily probably derive the meaning of this word, but there are actually theories based on this. I won't be digging into the details of that, but here we go. A world system is a socio-economic system under systems theory that encompasses parts or all of the globe, detailing the aggregate structural result of the sum of the interactions between polities. World systems are usually larger than single states but do not have to be global. World system refers to the interregional and transnational division of labor which divides the world into core countries, semi-periphery countries, and the periphery countries. Knowledge economy and finance now dominate the industry in core states while manufacturing has shifted to semi-periphery and periphery ones. Now that we have that clear, what is trade? Trade involves the transfer of goods and services from one person or entity to another. Often in exchange for money, economists refer to a system or network that allows trade as a market. As early form of trade, barter saw the direct exchange of goods and services from one person to the other. Now that is the basic definition, but we are going to go big scale here. We are going to talk about the international trade. International trade is the exchange of capital, goods, and services across international borders or territories because there is a need or want for those goods. To smoothen and justify the process of trade between countries or different economic standing, some international economic organizations were formed, such as the World Trade Organization. These organizations work towards the facilitation and growth of international trade. Statistical services of intergovernmental and supranational organizations and national statistic agencies publish official statistics on international trade. Trading globally may give consumers in countries the opportunity to be exposed to new markets and products. Almost every kind of product can be found in international market. For example, food, clothes, spare parts, oil, jewelry, wine, stocks, currencies, water. Services are also traded, such as tourism, banking, consulting, and transportation. Increasing international trade is crucial to the continuance of globalization. Oof. Now that was a lot of information about trade. Let's move on to the money. Finance. Finance is a term for matters regarding the management, creation, and study of money and investments. Specifically, it deals with the question of how and why an individual, company, or government acquires the money needed, called capital, in the company context and how they spend or invest the money. Now we again graduate to the big scale and talk about international finance. International finance, sometimes known as international macroeconomics, is the study of monetary interactions between two or more countries, focusing on areas such as foreign direct investment and currency exchange rates. The concepts like interest rate, exchange rate, FDI, FPI, and currency prevailing in the trade come under the type of finance. In a growing world, which is more towards globalization, its importance is just growing in magnitude. With every day, the transactions between two countries for trade is scaling up and supporting factors, with the supporting factors. It considers the world as a single market instead of individual markets and carries out other procedures. For the same reason, the firms corporations during such research include institutions like International Monetary Fund, International Finance Corp, the World Bank. Trade between two foreign countries is one of the factors for developing the local economy and improve economics of scale. Currency fluctuations arbitrage, interest rate, trade deficit, and other international macroeconomic factors are crucial in prevailing scenarios. Coming finally to conclude the topic with what is globalization. Globalization means the speed up of movements and exchanges of human beings, goods, services, capital, technologies, or cultural practices all over the planet. One of the effects of globalization is that it promotes and increases interactions between different regions and population around the world. I hope I could convey what my presentation had to show, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for listening.